Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, Dwyer VIP for premium picks, on Roku, Dwyer Boxing. Remember, the opinion you should follow should be your own. Just consider this video to be a second opinion from a complete stranger online. I was out earlier tonight and I just heard about this Saul Alvarez, Austin Trout fight. Let me just say, I was thinking about the best way to put this, and I'll put it this way, okay? There is name, and then there is game. They're not the same thing. Saul Alvarez has the name. He's widely viewed as a worthy opponent to fighters like Floyd Mayweather. He's unbeaten. He's been in some high-profile fights. He's fought and beaten men like Shane Mosley. Now, all of that said, as big a name as Saul Alvarez has, and keep in mind, I've taken him in many fights, including his victory over Josecito Lopez, right? As big a name as he is, understand that the guy with the better game is Austin Trout. Circle May 4th on your calendar. I'm expecting the upset. I like Austin Trout in this fight. Understand, Austin Trout, simply put, is faster than Saul Alvarez. Whatever metric you use. Right? Hand speed, more importantly, foot speed. Austin Trout is simply gonna outmaneuver Saul Alvarez to the point where I believe the fight's going to start to look lopsided. I took Austin Trout against Miguel Cotto. In my opinion, that fight wasn't close. I had the fight something like 8-4 for Austin Trout, as did commentator Brian Kenny. Right? This fight might be even more lopsided. Understand that Austin Trout, first of all, is a southpaw. More importantly, he's a slick southpaw. Like his sparring partner, Sergio Martinez, he bends at the waist. He often ducks under your punches. He's also an active southpaw. He throws a lot of jabs. And unlike Shane Mosley's jab, at this stage of Shane's career, Austin Trout's jab is stiff. Understand too, Austin Trout is laying traps for you. Right? Fighters understand that if they bum rush Austin Trout, they're going to get hit with combinations. Right? Austin Trout also is tough. In other words, if you try to come in recklessly on him, he knows how to tie you up. Now, earlier tonight, by chance, we saw a very good fighter, Delvin Rodriguez, beat an unbeaten fighter in beating Comanche Boy. And he looked dominant doing so. But, of course, fans remember that Delvin Rodriguez fought Austin Trout. And Delvin Rodriguez, by his own admission, lost that fight by several rounds. He was completely outclassed. That was the fight that Trout had before he fought Miguel Cotto. Now, Canelo hits hard. He certainly has a puncher's chance. The bet I'm recommending is Trout to win the fight, hedged against Canelo by knockout. But understand, Canelo just doesn't have the flexibility or the punch arsenal to catch up with Austin Trout. Think about it. Canelo's best punch, arguably, is his left hook. Right? Understand that Austin Trout, a southpaw, if he's on his game, can literally duck under it. Think Pernell Whitaker against Oscar De La Hoya years ago. Think Frankie Randall today, right? Guys who know how to play angles can literally neutralize a lead left hook, right? They can literally duck under it. Let me say this too. Saul Alvarez's style reminds me of Vladimir Klitschko's style, right? It's a jab. He's trying to set up a right hand. He has a lead left hook. He also is a switch. When he gets close to you, unlike Vladimir Klitschko, he'll open up with a two-handed body attack. You saw that against Shane Mosley. It's true that Canelo seems to be improving his hand speed over time. Here's the problem. He's not going to be able to hit Austin Trout's body because nobody hits Austin Trout's body. Right? Austin Trout bends at the waist. Angle-wise, it's hard for him to hit Austin Trout's body. Let me also say this. As I said before, he's going to have a hard time landing the left hook. As he tries to come with a straight right hand, I need to have you ask yourself, how many straight right hands did Delvin Rodriguez, a very good fighter, land on Austin Trout when they fought? Right? Austin Trout knows how to defense the straight right hand. You know that just by looking at how often Delvin Rodriguez's right hand hit Powell Wolak, how often it hit Comanche Boy. Why was that punch missing when he fought Austin Trout? Right? And so my point to you is simply this. I'll be surprised if Canelo's able to land his lead left hook against southpaw Austin Trout. I'll be very surprised, given Austin Trout's foot speed, if Canelo's able to land his left jab on Austin Trout. I'll be very surprised if Canelo, with regularity, is going to be able to land his straight right hand on Austin Trout, who knows how to get low, get in, get out, set up angles that makes it tough to land that straight that straight right hand. And of course, I'll be very surprised if Canelo is able to land with regularity to Austin Trout's body the way he was able to land on Shane Mosley's body. This is a far cry from fighting late 30s, early 40-something Shane Mosley. I think Saul Alvarez has bitten off more than he can chew. I think the boxing public has been focused more on the hype than the talent level. Understand that Saul Alvarez is only one of the unbeaten fighters in this one. Austin Trout is also unbeaten. Let me say this too. You know, it's my belief that fighters need to take the biggest challenge out there, right? Financially, it makes sense. If Saul Alvarez were to make $5 to $10 million fighting Floyd Mayweather, then quite frankly, he shouldn't be risking that for significantly less, right? To fight, in my opinion, a very tough Austin Trout. Let me also point out too that it's possible that Mayweather has a very tough fight coming up if it's against Robert Guerrero. But it's possible, style-wise, that the toughest fight for Floyd Mayweather right now might be Austin Trout. Let's think it through. Mayweather got a bit dinged up by Miguel Cotto, who Austin Trout then dominated, right? Understand, Austin Trout again is champion at 154 pounds, and he's unbeaten. In other words, he's a worthy opponent. He also, at this stage of their careers, has better legs than Floyd Mayweather and has a jab that would keep Mayweather very busy, right? You can imagine, if I think Austin Trout would have a shot against Floyd Mayweather, quite frankly, I'm expecting Austin Trout to beat Saul Alvarez by a few rounds. The bet I'm recommending, circle this. This is an upset alert. The bet I'm recommending is Austin Trout to win this fight, hedged against Saul Alvarez by KO. Right? I believe Saul Alvarez has a puncher's chance. Not much else. Let me go further. Saul Alvarez, in my opinion, has shown stamina problems in fights. In my opinion, Saul Alvarez has taken off long portions of rounds. I'm talking about a minute out of a 3-minute round. If Saul Alvarez is pushed, and if the hand speed advantage is as pronounced as I believe it's going to be, there is a distinct possibility that Austin Trout might be able to end this by stoppage late. I like Austin Trout to win the fight, hedged against Canelo by KO. Let me hear from you. Leave your comments for me here online. You know I'm not afraid to go against unbeaten fighters. I went against Comanche Boy tonight, and that worked out. I went against Sonny Bill Williams with Franz Botha, and I guess that fight's embroiled in some controversy, although Botha appears to have had his moments in that fight, right? I don't like making a habit out of betting against unbeaten fighters, but I've got to call it as I see it. More importantly here, they're both unbeaten, right? So I don't want people to think for a second that I'm just picking on Saul Alvarez. Just understand, I necessarily here have to go against an unbeaten fighter. Here, I've decided to go against the unbeaten fighter with the slower hand speed, the slower foot speed, and the lesser slickness. I like Austin Trout to win the fight, hedged against Canelo by KO. Let me hear from you. Leave your comments for me here online. Visit us at gamblersadvisory.com and on Roku, Dwyer Boxing private channel. Thanks for stopping by.